Hi, I'm Heaven. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. One click from you means more stories can be shared. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers and make a difference. Let's begin. The morning of my wedding should have been perfect. My dress was hanging by the window, catching the early sunlight. My bridesmaids were due any minute. And my mother? She was supposed to be helping me get ready, but instead I got a text message. Sorry, honey. Mark's having an emergency at the shop. The pipes burst and he needs help moving inventory. You understand. Love you. I stared at my phone, the betrayal hitting me like a physical blow. My wedding day, the biggest day of my life, and my mother was bailing to help my brother with his sporting goods store. She's not coming, is she? My best friend Alicia asked, stepping into the bridal suite with coffee. Nope, Mark's shop flooded. Heaven, that's completely on brand? Yeah, I know. Alicia hugged me. You deserve better than this. Do I, though? It's been this way forever. Maybe I was stupid to expect anything different today. Stop that, Alicia said. This isn't about you being unworthy of her attention. This is about her making bad choices. Period. I nodded, trying to blink back tears. I can't believe she's missing my wedding for a pipe burst. Like, call a plumber? Hello? Your brother could have handled it himself, Alicia agreed. That's what insurance is for. Mark's never handled anything himself. Why start now when Mom can swoop in and save him? My phone buzzed again, a message from my fiancé, Daniel. Hey, beautiful, just checking in. Everything okay? I typed back, Mom's not coming. Emergency at Mark's shop. His response was immediate. Want me to come over? No, bad luck to see the bride. I'm fine, really. But I wasn't fine. I'd spent my whole life competing with Mark for my mother's attention, and I'd always lost. I'm so done, I whispered, as Alicia helped with my makeup. So completely done. What do you mean? I mean, after today, I'm going to stop trying. I've spent 28 years trying to be important to her. It's never going to happen. Are you sure, Heaven? That's a big decision. Look at the evidence, Alicia. I was valedictorian. She missed my speech for Mark's baseball game. I graduated college with honors. She left early because Mark needed help moving apartments. I got promoted to senior editor last year. She couldn't make the celebration dinner because Mark was having girl troubles. The door opened and in walked Daniel's mother, Grace, carrying a small box. Heaven, darling, you look absolutely stunning, she embraced me. I brought you something borrowed. She opened the box to reveal a delicate pearl bracelet. It was my mother's, she explained. I wore it on my wedding day, and I thought you might like to wear it today. Grace, that's... Thank you. The contrast between her thoughtfulness and my own mother's absence felt like a knife twist. Is your mother running late? Grace asked innocently. Alicia and I exchanged glances. She's not coming, I said flatly. My brother had an emergency. Grace's face fell. Oh, Heaven, I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm used to it. No one should be used to their mother missing their wedding day, Grace said firmly. Well, welcome to my normal, I said with a bitter laugh, where Mark's problems always trump Heaven's milestones. Grace took my hands in hers. Today, you're gaining a new family, one that will always put you first. The wedding was beautiful despite my mother's absence. At the reception, I was making rounds when I saw her. My mother had slipped in during dinner, looking slightly disheveled but wearing her planned outfit. Heaven, baby, I'm so sorry I missed the ceremony. She tried to hug me, but I stepped back. How's Mark's shop? I asked coldly. Oh, it was a nightmare. Water everywhere. We had to move all the inventory to higher shelves and... Sounds like a two-person job that definitely required my mother to miss her only daughter's wedding. She frowned. Don't be dramatic. I'm here now. For the free food and drinks? Gee, thanks. Heaven, that's not fair. Fair? You want to talk about fair? Was it fair when you missed my high school graduation for Mark's soccer match? Was it fair when you skipped my college honors ceremony because Mark needed help with his taxes? Those were different. They weren't different. They were exactly the same as today. You always, always choose him over me. Always have, always will. My mother looked around, noticing people watching. Let's not do this here. Where should we do it, Mom? Because I've tried to talk to you about this before, and you always dismiss it. I don't dismiss anything. I love you both equally. I laughed, a hollow sound. Equal love doesn't look like this. That's not true. I've always supported you. How? By not showing up? By treating my accomplishments like they're optional events while Mark's problems are five-alarm emergencies? She pressed her lips together. You've always been more independent. Mark needs more help. No, Mark has been enabled his entire life to be helpless, and you like it that way. It makes you feel needed. That's ridiculous. Is it? Tell me something, Mom. What was so important about Mark's shop today that you couldn't call a plumber or ask literally anyone else to help? He was panicking. He called me crying about how much inventory would be ruined. And that's more important than your daughter's wedding? She hesitated just a moment too long. Of course not, but… There's no but. The fact that you had to think about it says everything. Daniel approached, sensing tension. Everything okay over here? No, I said honestly. My mother was just explaining why Mark's shop was more important than our wedding. I never said that, she protested. Daniel put his arm around me protectively. Mrs. Matthews, with all due respect, actions speak louder than words. You made your choice today. Daniel, this isn't your business, she snapped. Actually, it is, he replied calmly. Heaven is my wife now. Her happiness is absolutely my business. My mother turned to me. Are you going to let him talk to me like that? Like what? Truthfully? Yes. This is ridiculous. I came as soon as I could. And that's the problem, Mom. We've always been your as soon as I could family. Mark gets your immediate attention. We get whatever's left over. That's not true. Then tell me one time, just one, when you chose me over Mark when we both needed you. She opened her mouth, then closed it again. Exactly, I said quietly. Grace appeared at my side. Heaven, the photographer wants some pictures with you and Daniel by the fountain. Thanks, Grace. I turned back to my mother. Enjoy the reception. Or don't. Either way, I'm done chasing your approval. 3 weeks later, after returning from our honeymoon, I met Alicia for coffee. So, have you talked to your mom since the wedding? She asked cautiously. She's called a few times, left messages about how I'm being unfair and how she deserves a chance to explain. And? Are you going to call her back? I stirred my latte thoughtfully. No, not right now. That's a big change for you. I had a lot of time to think during the honeymoon, about patterns and how they don't change unless you change them. I've been playing the same role in my family for almost 30 years. The responsible one who understands when Mom has to rush off to help Mark. The one who never makes demands. The one who forgives everything. And you're done with that role? Completely. If Mom wants a relationship with me, she needs to prove that I matter as much as Mark does. Not with words, with actions. Has she tried to see you in person? She showed up at the apartment yesterday, actually. I didn't answer the door. Heaven, that's cold! Is it? Or is it just me finally having boundaries? My phone rang. It was Grace. Hey, Grace, everything okay? Yes, dear. I was just wondering if you and Daniel wanted to come over for dinner this weekend. I'm making my famous pot roast. We'd love to. What can I bring? Just yourselves. Oh, and I found those family photo albums I promised to show you. Perfect. We'll see you Saturday. I hung up, smiling. Grace? Alicia guessed. Yeah, dinner invitation. You seem happier. I am. I realized something important. Family isn't just who you're born to, it's who treats you like you matter. 2 months later, my phone lit up with a text from an unfamiliar number. Heaven, it's Mark. Got a new phone. Can we talk? Things are falling apart here. I agreed to meet Mark at a coffee shop neutral territory. He looked terrible when he arrived. Unshaven, tired, clothes wrinkled. Thanks for coming, he said, sliding into the booth across from me. What's going on, Mark? Everything's a mess. The shop's struggling. Mom's been weird since your wedding. She keeps crying randomly and saying she's a terrible mother. And this concerns me how? He looked shocked. Heaven, come on. You know how Mom gets. She needs you to forgive her so she can stop feeling guilty. I laughed. Wow. You really don't get it, do you? Get what? This isn't about making Mom feel better. This is about her realizing that her behavior has consequences. Look, I know you're mad about the wedding. This isn't just about the wedding, Mark. It's about 28 years of Mom treating you like the sun her world revolves around, while I'm lucky to be a distant planet. That's not. It is true. And the fact that you can't see it shows how blind you've been to your own privilege in this family. He ran a hand through his hair. So what? You're just done with us? Over one mistake? One mistake? Are you kidding me? This has been my entire life, Mark. And no, I'm not done with you both forever. But I am done with the old dynamic where Mom drops everything for you and I'm supposed to understand. So what do you want? An apology? I want change. Real change. I want Mom to show, not tell, but show, that I matter as much as you do. And I want you to stop enabling her enabling of you. That's a lot. That's the bare minimum, actually. He fidgeted with his coffee cup. The shop's in trouble. The flood was worse than we thought, and insurance isn't covering all of it. I might lose the business. I'm sorry to hear that, but that's a you problem, not a me problem. Heaven, that's cold. Is it? Or is it just me having normal boundaries? You've been bailed out your whole life, Mark. Maybe it's time you figured things out on your own. I thought family was supposed to help each other. It is. When was the last time you helped me with anything? He opened his mouth, then closed it again. Exactly. 6 months later, I received an email from my mother. Not a text, not a call, a carefully written email. Heaven, I've been seeing a therapist. She suggested I write to you instead of calling, to give you space to process my words without pressure to respond immediately. I've been doing a lot of thinking about our family. I've realized some painful truths about my behavior. I've always favored Mark, and there's no excuse for that. None. I missed your wedding for a problem that wasn't even an emergency. I've missed so many important moments in your life because I was conditioned to jump whenever Mark needed anything. My therapist says I've been enabling his dependence because it made me feel needed and important. That's not fair to him, and it's been incredibly unfair to you. I don't expect forgiveness. I just wanted you to know that I understand why you stepped back, and I respect your decision. I'm working on myself and on my relationship with Mark. He's looking for a job now. The shop closed last month. I hope someday you'll be willing to talk again. On your terms, not mine. I love you. I'm sorry I failed to show it properly. Mom. I read it 3 times before showing it to Daniel. What do you think? He asked after reading it. I think it's a start. A small one. Are you going to respond? I considered this. Yes, but not right away. I need to think about what I want to say. A year after my wedding, I met my mother at a small cafe downtown. It was our 3rd meeting since I'd stepped back from the family. How are you? She asked, looking better than she had in years, more relaxed somehow. I'm good. Work is busy. Daniel and I are thinking about buying a house. That's wonderful. In the suburbs? Maybe. We're just starting to look. And how is Daniel? He's great. His firm made him partner last month. You'll tell him congratulations from me? I will. And how's Mark? I finally asked. He's adjusting. The job at the accounting firm isn't what he wanted, but it's steady work. He's learning to budget, to plan ahead. That's good. He misses you. We both do. I nodded, acknowledging her words without making promises. How's therapy going? It's helping. It's hard looking at yourself honestly, seeing the patterns you've created and maintained, but necessary. She hesitated, then pulled an envelope from her purse. I brought something for you. Inside was a check for a substantial amount. Mom, what is this? Your father left money for both you and Mark when he died. I gave Mark his portion right away for the shop. I held on to yours, thinking you were more responsible and didn't need it yet. But that wasn't your decision to make. I know that now. The money is rightfully yours. No strings attached. I studied her face, seeing genuine regret there. Thank you for this. I can't change the past, Heaven, but I'm trying to fix what I can now. I see that. As we parted ways, she asked, "Same time next month?" I smiled slightly. Yes, that would be nice. Walking home, I felt a sense of cautious optimism. Not because everything was magically fixed, but because real change seemed possible for the first time. My mother was doing the work. Mark was standing on his own, and I was holding firm to my worth, no longer accepting scraps of attention. What would you do if you discovered a lifelong pattern of being overlooked by someone who should have prioritized you? Would you walk away completely, or give them a chance to change?